Hello everyone, we are going live. This is White Wolf and we're going to be talking about healing the human experience and understanding that we're changing the way that our reality flows and also the way our energy flows, and literally just getting out of our mind and getting into the game and just getting into the next phase of our journeys, and also understanding that we're channeling this prophetic nature and we're bringing forth what is supposed to shine through us and everything that we're supposed to be exemplified and we're supposed to channel and we're supposed to hone in and to interpolate energy. So when we see energy, when we see prophetic messages, when we're able to see meditations, we are able to interpolate the energy and put it in a grounded level and allow it to flow with the course and the direction of what we're tapping into. So healing the human experience is how you experience life itself, how you know that you're the creation that's breathing this existence into this whole earth plane, and that you're allowing yourself to perceive and see through the illusion of God and seeing God within yourself, seeing God within everything that you do, seeing God within everything that you're channeling, seeing God within everything that you're doing. In the simplistic things, you can find complexity. Even if things are swirling around you that are trying to scream in your face and that are trying to throw you off of your game or off of your alignment, just allow yourself to have that sense of flow, to have that sense of perception, and to also have that focus that you are not this human aspect, you are not this human body, you are just this creator, this consciousness, this alignment that is sourcing through you, that is making you become more of who you are, and having complete allowance within your space, and having complete receptivity, and having that consistency and that constant state of awareness flow through everything that you do will allow you to shift where you need to go. So you'll be able to look from the vantage point where you need to go, and it's not where you are going, but it's purifying where you're coming from. So purify where you're coming from instead of where you're going, and figure out what works for you, and find that divine system and find that configuration of energy so that you can find those different combinations, and also that you can pull your prosperity towards you and your prophecy towards you, so that you're able to change the energy wherever you go so that it falls into place within the divine scope of your representation. So, and also just finding out that you are the dream inside of the dream. You are the dreamer inside of the dream. So everything can allow you to flow with life and to generate from that creation, because you know that everything is a reflection of you and everything is a projection of you, because you are a projection of energy and you are a projection of consciousness. And if you are that projection of consciousness, you are able to project whatever you want within the scope, within the realm of who you are. So you're developing the sense of a realm that's between the quantum and the absolute reality. The absolute reality is the heightened reality of 8th density into next universe, where you are able to be positionless, omnipresent, and also you're allowing yourself to be simultaneous and being able to multiply from that organism that can create itself and channel whatever it needs to channel from that divinity. And you're allowing yourself to pull from that vantage point. And you're allowing yourself to see that it's just energy, that it's just prophetic nature, that it's just allowance, but it's also God giving itself back to God, God mirroring everything back to itself, and finding everything that it needs to channel at that vantage point. So when you are able to just channel from that standpoint, you're able to be everything. You're being everything that's coalescing inside of this creation, and you are the manifestation of everything. So if you're trying to align to a parallel reality, you just have not experienced it yet. You just have not figured out what it's like to be that, but also making the decision that created the domino effect, the spontaneous combustion that allowed for it to manifest itself. So that was my opening for this live. And also, guys, you guys can book private sessions. This is White Wolf. We're going to be doing some healing energy as well. And I wanted to get on this live real quick because I have a client at 6, and also I'm doing things. And one of the things that I noticed that in the collective, we are not only embracing the twin heart, but we're going with the heart fully, and we're going into things not knowing what to do, not knowing the details, not knowing the outcome, but always just choosing to go with resonance and truth and excitement, to know that you're generating that fluctuation and that flow of energy. So everybody's going with more of a flow, and everybody's empowering their relationship with the creator, but also the relationships within their life, and seeing that everybody's destined to find their spiritual origination, and everybody's destined to find their spiritual tribe. So if you have not found your spiritual tribe yet, you're just in the midst of finding that and finding your community and civilizations, and also different astral projections of your own consciousness. So a lot of us are creating from the astral planes. A lot of us are creating from the dream planes. But also a lot of us are creating from different realms, the angelic realms, in different dimensions. And we're able to implement it within this dimension. So you're really just allowing yourself to accumulate this psychic insight, this psychic resonance, so that you're able to put it into a grounded form, that you're able to understand that the direct experience is dissolving assumption, assuming that you're this thing, assuming that you're that thing, and also getting rid of the subject to object relationship, or we can call the ego, or the subject-based mind, or feeling only being reactatory to our triggers, to our emotions, to what we're feeling, and things of that nature. So the astral planes are allowing us to be in the realm where our guides are, like Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, an African shaman. So you're creating from that vantage point, and hello guys, I see you guys. And also you're creating from that astral plane, that you're allowing yourself to create from the realm of your guides, but also the energy of your guides, and how to encapsulate that energy and to interpolate the energy itself. When you allow yourself to do that, it's just fine-tuning your radio frequency so that there's an instantaneous connection to what you're experiencing. So when you have that connection to what you're experiencing, you know where it's coming from, you mass channel that genuine energy, and you allow yourself to just understand where it's coming from. So you understand where it's coming from, and you understand where the energy is going, and where you're going, and where you need to be, and understanding that it's not just based in solely the physical. It's not based in the physical at all. It's actually based mostly in the non-physical. And then we base it in the non-physical so that we allow ourselves to bring it to the physical focus, so that there is this magic that we can tap into, that we can be a part of, but we can also just allow ourselves to use that magic as a way of implementing the knowledge, carrying the knowledge, but carrying that sacred flame of creation, so that we're allowing everybody to receive and knowing what they want, and kind of giving them what they need at the same time, and understanding that those are two of the same thing. But love is not a concept. We're not concepts. We're not concepts. So it's mainly based when we are in that meditative space, and also in the astral planes, but also in a deeper state of consciousness, we're actually tapping into that omnipresence. We're actually tapping into that telepathy, and we're actually connecting to everyone and having a co-creation of reflection back to everybody. So it's kind of like this stratosphere, this different hemisphere of different energies that we're encapsulating, like the ninth dimensional bionic blue light. When people use pranic healing, that's what they're channeling. And the violet flame light is protection that we use as healers. And as we're channeling that knowledge, we're bringing that within to existence. So we're able to use that knowledge and understand that we have this crystal clear perception of what we need and what we want to attract within our life. Because at the end of the day, we can have a lot of money, we can have manifestations, but if there is not that fulfillment or that direct perception and that direct line to the creator, then it's not going to really make sense, because it's not coming from a sense of balance and harmony and unity within that configuration of energy. So you have to feel as if you're the representation of the Oracle of Love, Light, and Wisdom in its most prophetic nature and its most prophetic form at this point in time. And then it changes the entire energy of how you experience life. Instead of being reactatory, then you are more proactive, but then you accentuate the energy and you try to make the most of every single moment, because you're not based in time, and it dissolves the illusion of time, which dissolves the illusion of fear. And then that fear turns into courage, but then that empowerment overshines everything. And it allows you to not have to find the frequency, because you already inherently receive the frequency itself. So it's kind of as if there is a clearing, there is an integration, but it just snaps you back in. It allows you just kind of awaken from the nightmare so that you can experience the daydream itself. And that's what's really cryptic about it. And this live is probably like, some people probably don't understand what this is, but it's really healing the human experience itself. It's healing every aspect of the human experience, the past lifetimes, but also the past. And you're bringing the energy of the future directly in the direct perception of that present moment. And it feels liberating because it's freedom. It's encapsulating that free will, it's embracing your free will, and it's allowing you to tap into true power. So you're tapping into that power, and you're using that power for free will, and then that free will turns into divine obedience and instruction, and then everything is divinely orchestrated of the power of now. So everything starts to become more divinely orchestrated in what you're experiencing, because you're using that autonomous knowledge to channel from your own source of creation, but you're also not bringing the limitation of just the physical mind, but you're embracing the gut, the heart, and the mind within the spirit, so that you can be that higher self that wants to channel within you. So it's really just channeling that higher self's wisdom, because the higher self always knows what's best for you and always knows more than you. Because that's when we become like source rejuvenate and flow with life as we're experiencing life itself. Allow yourself to receive downloads as well and psychic insight and information, and being able to interpolate and encapsulate the energy and be able to channel that energy as well. The bionic blue light from the 9th dimension is coming forth. And the violet flame for protection. And also you guys are receiving the cloak of power, the sword of the spirit, the belt of truth, the helm of salvation, and the breastplate of righteousness. And we're also going to ground. And we're also going to activate the twin heart from the gut all the way to the heart to the mind. Activate that. And have coherence in your life. And we're going to tap into the Kundalini. And allow yourself to come full circle and to reciprocate it, remember it, understand it, You don't have to remember everything I said or everything you received, but just know that presence of the I am presence. Just know that activation within, resonating within the astral planes of creation, and being able to channel the wisdom of your guides, your higher self, and God source energy to the physical body to not limit the physical mind. And just feel how freeing that is, and feeling how that energy of release will always allow you to become who you are. That will allow you to fine-tune your gifts and fine-tune everything, and just tuning you up so that you're able to interpolate the energy, use your intuitive abilities, and also finding that fluctuation within yourself. Raise the frequency up, acceleration, and everybody take one last deep breath. Exhale, and fully imbibe the vibration now. So I hope you guys received that, and also thank you guys for watching this live and listening to it, and also book private sessions with me. You can contact me on TikTok and also on Facebook, Jacob Wolf, but refer to me as White Wolf, Instagram whitewolf4741, and YouTube whitewolftheoracle, and things of that nature. And I will be going live later, doing readings, healings, activations, and things of that nature. So if you want to take part in that as well. And also, when I was doing that live and I was doing the healing, I felt like it was representing the astral planes and also reflecting that. So if any of you felt like you were more connected with your guides, or more connected to certain guides that you haven't really connected to, just know that that is what it was meant for. Because a lot of people are wondering how to connect with their guides, how to connect with like loved ones as well, and knowing that they're guardians and they're guides as well. And they're just helping us on this earth plane because, you know, we have unfinished business on this earth plane, because most people think it's the dead that have unfinished business, but it's we that have unfinished business and things of that nature. So just know that your guides, your higher self, and the loved ones on the other side are just assisting you. And they're also just helping you mold you into the person that you're supposed to become and stuff like that. And it's a very beautiful experience when you know that they're there and you know that you're not alone, because we're consciousness and we've never been alone before. But to have that feeling of not being alone and having that inseparability allows us to be more comfortable with who we are and what we want to channel and what we want to bring in to the scope of energy. And that's what's beautiful. And that's what's liberating about, you know, meditation and healing and integration and flowing with your energy. So feel free to book, feel free to check out the live later and things of that nature. And just let me know, guys, if you want to book a private session and stuff like that. And also thank you guys so much for all of the likes and the shares. And thank you so much for watching. This is White Wolf. God bless and namaste. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless. And